Pragmatism, Chapter 14, Living Issues in Philosophy, page 298, Freedom and Culture. According to Dewey's pragmatic outlook, humans and nature always are interdependent. We are not part body and part mind. We are naturalized within nature, and nature is so interpreted as to take account of us. Nature in humans is nature grown intelligent. Nature is neither rational nor irrational. It is intelligible and understandable. Nature is not something merely to be accepted and enjoyed. It is something to be modified and experimentally controlled. Dewey and the modern instrumentalists have been staunch defenders of freedom and democracy. Dewey was a defender of moral freedom, or freedom of choice, of intellectual freedom, and the political and civil liberties, including freedom of speech, of press, and of assembly. He advocated an extension of the democratic principles in the political and social realms to all races and classes. A common faith. Dewey and many of his supporters reject all supernaturalism and ground both ethical and religious values solely in the natural relations of humans. The values of life are capable of verification by the methods through which other facts are established. There exist concretely and experimentally goods, the values of art in all its forms, of knowledge, of effort, and of rest after striving, of education and fellowship, of friendship and love, of growth in mind and body. These goods are there, and yet they are relatively embryonic. Many persons are shut out from generous participation in them. There are forces at work that threaten and sap existent goods as well as prevent their expansion. A clear and intense conception of a union of ideal ends with actual conditions is capable of arousing steady emotion. Dewey was critical of the traditional institutional church, with its stress on fixed ritual and authoritarian dogma. He uses the adjective religious to describe those values through which one's personality is integrated and enriched. Thus, an activity pursued on behalf of an ideal because of an abiding conviction of its genuine value, it's religious. It is religious. The term God may be used if it refers to the unity of all ideal ends and their tendency to arouse us to desire and action. And that concludes Freedom and Culture and a Common Faith, 2 sections found on page 298, Chapter 14 of Living Issues in Philosophy, written by Titus Smith and Nolan, 10th edition.